What's up, everybody? This is Dominique, Social Engagement with Dominique. Hey, guys. Hey, I wanted to come out and tell you guys about what a wonderful 4th that I had yesterday, and also, too, this video is going to be about another crazy story that I'm about to tell you guys, alright? So, let's hop in here. Okay, so, this is going to be about a customer service type of job that I used to have. I used to work for Uber and Lyft. Okay, so this is going to be relative to, my business tips that I always give out. For those who don't know who I am, my name is Dominique. I help people scale their business through lead generation through organic Facebook. Okay, alright, so I had a really, I think it was a weekend, okay? It was a weekend. I had to work, and I had to work a night shift, okay? Okay, so I had a pickup. Well, this was kind of late, around 1:30 or so, around the time where, people normally stop drinking around that time, right? 1:30 in the morning, okay? Alright, so went to go do a pickup, and was at this bar or so. Well, when I went to go do the pickup, I'm thinking that, it's just going to be a regular night for me, easy night for me, alright? So, I do the pickup, and there's 3 passengers, three or so, or maybe there was 4. I believe there was like 3 or 4 passengers, but anyway, there's these girls. They're like younger. I think they were just above 21. So I noticed that when I looked in the back, that as they were about to come inside the car, the guy had a girl that she kind of looked like she wasn't really feeling very well, but she was a little, not really passed out, but she was on her way. Okay, so fast forward, he puts her inside of the car, right? All the girls get inside the car. Alright, so I'm kind of rolling my eyes and shaking my head and going like, oh no, I really hope that I get these girls home safe. Okay, so I drive off, right? I drive off, and I keep going, and I drive on the pier. So this was in Seattle. I drive on the pier or something like that, right by the waterfront. Keep driving, right? Well, the girl that assumed to be passed out in my car when the guy put her in there, she says, oh, I hear this like gargling sound. She's like, ugh, right? And I look a little bit, and she's spitting up. Yeah, she's spitting up. And so the girls inside the car, they're like, oh, can you pull over? She's about to throw up, right? Of course, I pulled the car over. She gets over, and she throws up, and a lot, like, outside the car and everything. Alright, so I wait for maybe about a couple minutes or so, make sure that she's all good, make sure everybody's good and stuff. And I say, like, hey, is everybody okay? And they're like, yeah, okay. So, mind you, I only have like a 5-seater car, so there's about 3 or 4 of us, and then plus me, myself, the whole car is pretty much filled up. Well, she gets back in the car, and I drive off. Okay, so drive off, and one of the girls, who was inside of the passenger seat right next to me, she notices that she's smelling vomit inside the car, and of course so did I. And I roll down the windows for her, and she's like, oh god, this car kind of smells bad. I roll down the windows too, and of course roll down the windows, I gotta do my customer service. So she rolled down her window too, and she's like, oh man, this is not enough. She goes, I feel sick, can you pull over? Right? So I pull over, and she feels so sick of the smell inside the car. She opens up the door, and she throws up right on the side of the street, right? And what's really funny about this, she threw up more than the girl that got passed out in my car was throwing up when how the way she was. So yeah, the passenger threw up more than she was, and she was complaining about how bad it smelled. So fast forward, she finally gets her stuff together, and now my car really reeks, right? And I'm driving and driving and driving. I'm like, ah, man, I gotta drive these girls home. Now, so far, so good, right? Well, how long was the trip? Well, the trip was supposed to be about 10 minutes. Guess how long the trip was? Probably, it was about 20 minutes. Okay? So, I keep driving. I drive these girls all the way home, right? They go home, and I look, and so I drop them off, right? I don't get outside the car. I drop them off. They're dropped off. And as they were, getting around the car and stuff, they have the girl that was passed out in the car, and she's dragging, like they're dragging her, and she's, she's stumbling and stumbling, right? So I park right in front of their house with my lights facing forward, of course, and so they're dragging her and stuff like that, and they're trying to keep her up, and they're trying to move her. This was like the longest minute, and I'm trying to wait, make sure that they get inside the house safely, right? Well, as soon as they let her go and stuff, she tumbles down and face plants in front of me inside of the grass area where I'm parked right in front of the house that I have to drop them off at. So, that's pretty much the end of the story. I tried so hard not to laugh the whole time because I was concerned, of course, but also too, it's funny, right? So I drive off, and of course I'm a little upset. I turn off my Uber app, and I drive all the way to the 7-Eleven store, and I buy a whole bunch of cleaning supplies, cleaned up my car, and I should have charged those girls about $200 for cleanup. Well, I made sure that they were home safely. And so that's pretty much it about my customer service story. So if you ever have a client or a passenger or anything like that, you just never know what's going to come inside of that door. Alright, that's what I always say. So guys, if you like this video, comment down below. If you thought it was funny, I hope that made you smile today. That's pretty much it for my business talk. If you guys want to work with me on your business, or if you're struggling to get leads organically or paid, I will leave my information inside of the description, alright, below. And yeah, you can find me on Facebook or Instagram. Alright, well, this was Dominique, Social Engagement with Dominique. You guys take care.